Hey everybody, welcome back to the third installment of our Building the Careers house for the Astronaut. We're going to see how far we get with the interiors today. I think we might finish it up, but I'm not going to hold myself to it. So let's see how we do. Here's where we got last week. I had a lovely time working on this. Adding our observatory, adding all of our foliage, an aqua zip, which I think Jack is out riding right now. Oh no, he's in the observatory looking at the stars. There he goes. That's his favorite thing to do, is go look at the stars. Oh yeah, he loves it here. So let's head inside, get on build mode. Now I think I mentioned in the very first installment that this isn't a traditional Sulani house at all. This is much more, someone from another part of the sim world who came here and built a fishing shack and didn't really think about blending in, was more about like just wanting what they wanted. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw in the subtle saucer light just to give us room so you can see what I'm doing. This is not gonna probably be the final light. I can't tell, I'm not sure yet. So first thing first, kitchen. And I want this to have a sort of shabby style to it, not run down, just kind of shabby. And let's see, how do I want to do that? But very shabby chic. Like, I like this because it goes with these kind of plain doors. I know we kept the outside very colorful and I am all here for that, but I think we're gonna mix it up a little inside. We're gonna apply color in different ways. So first things first, let's get a fridge in here. And I'm not going for high-end appliances either, because that's just not the point. I do not believe that this was someone's full-time home. I think it was just a occasional indulgence to come out to the beautiful waters of Sulani and relax and chill. I think, I almost never do this. Let me try this first, because that may be too bluish a white. I was gonna maybe mix up nope, too bluish. So let's go back to this sort of light brown. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And our kitchen is not ambitious. We're gonna go ahead and put a sink down, but other than that, this is pretty much our sink. Jack is not making massive meals here, and he just doesn't care that much. He wants a fridge to store fish in, and he wants a stove to cook fish on. Oh, I like that. I like it. He's also not very clutterful. Someone who has spent a lot of time in space is not going to be all like, let's put clutter everywhere. Everything has its place. Everything has its place. And for once, I'm not actually using my red shelf. I think I'm going to primarily use tool to adjust the heights of things. So the fact that you see a gap there should not indicate to you that I don't care. That I don't care about gaps, because I sure do. Let's find a mounted fish from Sulani. Oh yeah, let's do this little leopard shark. It's a little too close to... Yeah, I'm not sure that he would do that. Okay, let's put that over here. Oh, that's better. That's better. And are there any swatches for these? No, that's fine. I love that the woods don't match the floor, like at all. Usually I would try to not do that, but right now with this, I don't care. It's a little summer cabin that's been taken over by an astronaut. Former astronaut. And I think, I think sometimes he still misses Misses the stars. How would you get used to, you know, bare ground again after you've been to the stars? I don't know. I don't know. Let's put down our big furniture first. Now, I know the big focus for over here was going to be the bed. And I talked about at the very beginning of the first video, I was like, oh, we're going to use these huge windows. And then we ended up not, like at all. So I think this is the kind of house where you spend more time outside than in. I talked a good game. I talked a good game, but it didn't happen. All right, let's go ahead. You know, maybe he went to IKEA and bought some really simple stuff. Now, you know what? I'm putting this bed against the wall. He is not looking for companionship at this point. You know, maybe it'd be cool if it came, but he's not looking for it, and he's sure not prepping for it. He has got other stuff on his mind. So let's use that as a nightstand. Let's get an interesting dresser in here. Oh, here's where we start playing with the color. Yeah. I sound so gleeful. Yeah. Different colors. Oh, I like this. I like it. And then just for kind of making the best use of the space, let's get a divider in here to kind of carve out a living room. But I want it to be island friendly is the wrong way to put it. I want it to be really, again, simple. I love the idea of something like this that's barely a divider, barely. Now, what's the one that has the flowers and stuff on it? I think that's this. Oh, no. I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of this sucker. Because there are some pretty good swatches to it that kind of elevate it beyond just... Oh, yeah. I love some of these. Let's go ahead and use the greenish one. Oh, I love that. And what that's going to let us do is kind of carve out a living room. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a living room. He does watch his TV. He likes his TV. Let's get a decent lounge seat. For this kind of thing, he's going for comfort, right? Why have a love seat that isn't comfortable? Oh yeah, I bet this was already here. I bet this was totally already here in the shack. So let's just go ahead and use it. Now I try to not shove all my furniture up against the walls. So let's, yeah, there we go. Let's find a TV stand. I kind of want that trunk one. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's get a television. Not a big one. Again, why spend a ton of money when it's just the place where you go fishing? I think I'm gonna change the swatch. It just melds in too much with the floor. So let's go ahead and, whoops. I like the dark one. I like the brown one a lot, the dark brown one. It's not very islandy though. I think I'm gonna bring it back down. The whole point is to be light colored furniture in a hot and sunny place. So there we go, that's better. He is not bothering with a coffee table, but let's look at some other chairs. You know, just because he doesn't like company doesn't mean that the place wasn't set up for the potential for it. Oh yeah, that helps with the gap with the couch too. We'll just move that a little up. You know, in case Jack ever wants to engage with the whole welcome wagon, which, you know what, he doesn't. He has no interest in the welcome wagon. And let's get a decent lamp in here. Ooh, Long John Buttercups. No, no, no. I definitely want something a bit old-fashioned. Again, one that would have already been here, but with the light colors that we're talking about. Oh, that's better. Oh, I kind of like that. So I'll stick that in here. Again, we have that eclectic mishmash oh stuff. Now before we before we go any further, let's go ahead and get some wallpaper up. You know, I know most people put up the wallpaper, you know, first and then work around it. And I am exactly the opposite. I genuinely don't even think about putting up wallpaper unless I've done at least half the house, because I want to know what it's going to be. I want to mess with it. Oh, one of these looks really cool. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I think we might use some sort of swatch like this. Let's see. Blue. Most beach houses most beach houses, like I've been in 8 gabillion beach houses, but a lot of them have a lot of blue decor, and I think we're gonna go with that. Oh, that looks really pretty. I like that. And that's gonna let us do some tile over here relatively easy. Because what I was thinking, yeah, just that simple, right? Just around the kitchen. Actually, I might do it. Should I do it all the way to the... No, just to there. And then in the bathroom. Oh, I kind of like that. I could take it all the way. Yeah. Or let's see, how different is that blue? It's not that different. But again, what I wanted was the backsplash, so I should stop second guessing myself. No, I think that's pretty cool. It's weird looking, but that's kind of what I want, you know? Okay, here comes the fun stuff. Here comes the fun stuff. Rockets. You know he has 8 gabillion accolades for having been an astronaut. And while he's not a guy who rests on his laurels, he does, you know, he liked rocketry. He liked rocket science. He's a science guy, and in his retirement, he's got to keep himself entertained. So you know what? I'm going to take one little bit away from fishing. I thought fishing would be everything. But you know what? I'm going to bring in this little make your own rocket kit and maybe one of these rocket projects. Because then we can really... Let's get the excellent quality. Yeah. Maybe he goes outside and plays with rockets sometimes. Oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's change this dresser. It's a lot of green in here. You know what? That's not the right one. Sometimes you gotta let furniture sit there for a minute before you are like, is that right? I don't know that that's right. But that fits in really well with what was already here. All right, sweet. Now, is that tile? It's good for the bathroom, but I keep coming back to it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and change this out and try a few things. and I will be back in a minute. Okay, and we're back. We're back to a more basic white, but man, I really like this in the kitchen so much more. So much more. I think that's a lot more attractive and cleaner, and having the matching, so we have the tile in the kitchen area, and then Parenthood has the same swatches, one with paint, one with tile, so having both of those I think works really well. But we're starting to really fade on the whole color side of things. So let's make sure we get more space in here and more, you know, space is an outer space. Let's get some more outer space in here, and let's get some more beach in here. Those are our two things. What I'm wondering is, I want to see, do we have any paintings that fit that size? Once again, I'm do a little fiddling, and I will be right back. You know, folks, when in doubt, use tool and make your own picture frame. This is one of those half frames that sort of looks like a scroll. I thought about putting I thought about using tool, flipping things around, and having the full poster bracketed, but I didn't actually want that. After I looked at it, I was like, it looks great as it is. It doesn't need to be so heavy. So we're gonna go ahead and use that, but I still love how that turned out. That makes me really happy. All right, let's get some more outer space stuff in here. Now, I know we have lots of different sort of galaxy posters, and he's going to get a ton, or any sim who lives here is going to get a ton of these by virtue of enjoying the observatory. So let's get a couple of these in here. Just a little bit of space. Okay, let's go ahead and get our curtains up as well, because that's going to require some adjusting of all the furniture. Here, I almost think it would be nice to use some of the Island Living shears. I think they're beautiful. I think they let in just enough light. Oh, God, that's gorgeous. These are my favorites. I find it hard these days in building to use many other curtains because they're just so pretty. Though I'm not saying everybody has to do this, but I can't help it. I have to move out my furniture so it doesn't bonk. Totally a technical term. So it doesn't bonk into the curtains. Now we're gonna use different ones in the bathroom because we're gonna want a little more space. But okay, there we go. Let's get a mirror. Oh, he wouldn't stand for those stickers. That would not be allowed. Not allowed. Ooh, ooh, you dig that. Easy and simple. Let's get another one of these chairs, just because we have a lot more empty space in here than I usually have. You know, people who don't actually like to socialize. It's easy to furnish for him. All right, quickly in the bathroom. We have our shower outside, but you know, sometimes it gets a little nippy even in Sulani. So let's go ahead and put one of our university showers in there. You know, I talk about him being a bath guy, but the thing is, when you've got the ocean right outside your door, you don't necessarily need a big old bathtub. Because you got a really big old bathtub outside. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to scooch it over just a little bit so it looks kind of realistic with the door swinging inward. Let's get him a decent medicine cabinet. So I'd be curious to hear in the comments whether or not you usually place toilet paper. Do you bother? Do you bother with toilet paper? Oh, do I want to move all of this up just a little bit? In case you didn't know this, it is F5. If you hit F5, you are able to adjust your windows by half a tile as opposed to a full tile. And I find myself using that pretty often, especially with window placements. I know we have free placement, but whenever you want to keep it on the grid, F5 is a nice way to make that half tile adjustment. There we go. But yeah, I'm curious if anybody is adamant, anybody else is adamant about placing toilet paper. All right, let's use the shell ones. We have these base game towels with shells. And if you can't use those in your beach shack, when can you use them? This is so clashing, oh my god. Ugh. You know what, we don't have to keep it to blue because we got rid of the blue in the main room. So let's go ahead. Yeah, the blue in the main room has nothing to do with this, actually. So let's go ahead and see what other colors we have because this is hurting my eyes. Oh, that's better. Yes, the tan is way better. All right, so we got this going on. We got a shower over here. Sweet. And let's get a couple of simple blinds in here. Give the man his privacy. Oh, this is fun. I like this. I like it. Certainly not very exciting as bathrooms go. And I think I'm gonna get rid of the really pretty, yeah, this flooring isn't right. Even though I placed it myself very recently, it's just not right. Let's go ahead. Yeah, that's the matching one. And I think we need to do a more beat up, more pale flooring, and that'll really help bring this together. More beat up, more beachy. Oof, that's too white. Too much. Oh man, that's good. Oh, I like that. I like it. The only other option is if we look at, oh, that's even a little more ragged looking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. And I don't know, maybe he wants a desk. He could want a desk, like a little desk. You know, I imagine, again, because he's kind of misanthropic, he doesn't really like to see people, but he has that nice Wi-Fi antenna on the roof. I think he might want, you know, he's not gonna have a rolling chair out here. Yeah, let's use just another one of the dining chairs. And get him a decent laptop. Yeah, real simple, real simple. So I think we're gonna be even more since this is his full-time home. I was gonna say, let's grab this. And that's where he keeps all his papers. All right, you know what? I said I wanted to try and keep this to one episode for clutter, but I'm not going to. I'm going to accept what happened with the actress house, which is it's no fun if I place all the clutter off screen. So we're gonna do one more episode of The Astronaut. I have had a great time with this. I can't wait to see Jack messing around in this space. And yeah, I will be back on, I believe, it'll be Tuesday, I think. We'll get a new episode out and finish up this house. After that, we're going to move on to Athlete, which is going to be entirely base game. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.